You know, I'm glad that after 2 years of Let's Playing, I've learned one thing. Make multiple save files, because I've recorded this episode once already, and the first one didn't have sound. This one definitely does, because I made sure, like, 3 times before I started recording. So, yeah. Anyway, hey there guys, my name is Nix, and welcome back to Steins Gate. Last time, we invented the D-mail. I'm pretty sure when we... Calling it a D-mail makes it sound like an innuendo, as I said, but, whatever. We'll roll with it. Am I smacking my microphone already? It's a good night for this. Afterwards, the D-mail experiment, its name is Operation Erd, thought I'd lost my chance to announce it, continues for 2 hours. During that time, every D-mail goes back in time without a hitch. Now it's time to take a break. We're all hungry, and except for Mayuri, we've all been up since last night. Go ahead and rest. I'm gonna have a go at it a little longer. She's been going at it for hours and she's still full of energy. It's hard to believe she was so opposed to time travel research before. The scientist's blood must be on fire. We've made a number of discoveries, but we can wait to access them until after we eat. Dara and I leave the 2 girls to watch over the lab while we go shopping at the convenience store. We return from the convenience store to find the Brawn Tube Workshop's one and only part-time warrior standing in front of the building. She's stretching. Sup? I don't know why she sounds like that. That's just a way I decided. She notices me and calls out without stopping her exercises.
What shenanigans are you up to this early in the morning?
Shenanigans? This girl's a thing for unusual words. The kind you wouldn't believe. We're building the first time machine in human history.
Huh. Cool.
Hey, shouldn't you be more surprised? Can't blame her for being skeptical. I didn't think it was possible either. Isn't that top secret? I thought you didn't want anyone to know. Crap. Part-time warrior, please keep what I just said a secret.
Sure. By the way.
Part-time warrior glances at the Brawn Tube Workshop.
The boss is really pissed.
Why?
The noise. Whatever you're doing up there, it's got the whole building shaking. Dust everywhere. Kind of like an air raid. They were saying stuff like, what's that nutcase doing? Hammer raise his damn rent. Maybe you should go apologize.
Oh boy. What if he kicks us out? Alright, leave it to me, Daru. No. I need to learn where the fucking full stops are. Leave it to me. Daru, go tell my assistant to lay off the experiments for now. Roger that. I won't forget you, soldier. Daru salutes, then races up to the 2nd floor.
By the way, is Makase Kurisu here too?
Oh.
Yeah. Come to think of it, she did pick a fight with Christina yesterday. Also, this creepy-ass music. It's like just a more creepy version of the title theme. It's great. Have you met before?
No. Yesterday was first contact.
First contact? That's a strange way of putting it.
Oh.
Really? Aren't you a little hostile for a first contact?
She's my enemy.
What? I barely heard her. Her voice was so low. I'm about to ask her to repeat herself, but Suzuha is staring at the ground in silence. She obviously doesn't want to talk about this. Did she call Kurisu her enemy? That doesn't make sense. How can she be your enemy? You just met, right?
Yeah.
Did she do something to you?
Not to me.
What do you mean? She did something to someone else? If you want, I can go and talk things over with Christina.
It doesn't really matter.
Maybe you're blaming the wrong person?
Jeez, give me a rest.
She hits me with a glare.
Anyway, shouldn't you apologize to the boss instead of talking to me?
Actually, I'm getting cold feet. But I am Hyoing Hyoma, the mad scientist who brings chaos to the world. I can't falter now. I steel myself and enter the Brawn Tube workshop. Part-time warrior follows me inside. I have come! Mr. Braun is sitting at the counter inside, slurping delivery ramen. Even when I enter, he doesn't look away from the huge 42-inch CRT. It's showing some news report on celebrity divorce. Part-time warrior doesn't say anything. She's just going to stand there and watch him rip me a new one. Hey, Okabe. The hell are you doing up there? Straight to the punch. He doesn't take his eyes off the TV, nor does he stop slurping his ramen. Yet despite his sedentary posture, he extrudes extraordinary pressure. But now is not the time to falter. We're currently conducting experiments that will change the course of human history. The discoveries we make today will shape the world for centuries. I don't care what games you guys play. I'm the owner of this building, got it? And the building's really worn out. You keep shaking it like that, you can bring the whole damn thing down on our heads. Better to keep quiet about the dent in the floor. Very interesting, Mr. Braun. Don't tell me you forged this building's earthquake safety certificate. What if I did? Holy crap. Maybe we should seek shelter soon. It's been properly reinforced, but regardless, you guys are still shaking it too much. So what if a few buildings collapse? What's that? As I've said countless times before, our current experiment is of vital importance to the history of science. No, to the history of human civilization itself! It's more important than prolonging this building's lifetime for another 10 or so measly years. The building starts shaking again as soon as I finish speaking. Flakes of concrete start falling from the ceiling. The 42-inch CRT's image goes to static. Damn it, Daru! What are you doing? I thought I told you to stop the experiments. Okabe! He's glaring at me. The ceiling is falling, you dumbass! Some got into my ramen! What are you gonna do about it, huh? No more shaking! Or I'll raise your rent by 10,000! What? If you raise our rent by 10,000 yen, we're ruined! Leave it to me, Mr. Braun. On my honor, I swear there won't be any more shaking today. With that, I race out of the Brawn Tube workshop. Christina! Stop the experiments at once! When I burst into the lab, I find 3 of them in the middle of lunch. Mayuri has juicy chicken number 1. Daru has a convenience store box lunch. Kurasu's eating cup noodles with a fork. Like the American she is. Sorry, okay. But you should try to warm up some chicken. I accidentally put it through reverse rotation and then it started sparking. I see.
I sent you a mail. Didn't you get it?
Your sarcasm is not appreciated, Christina. You know as well as I do that my phone is still attached to the phone wave, name subject to change. I disconnect my phone from the phone wave while grinding my teeth. Like, did she? Yeah, she did. One more, please? Stop screwing around! I'm the one who has to deal with Mr. Braun!
But I gave you 5 days advance notice.
Well, yeah, the timestamp's from 5 days ago, but... Was he mad? Yeah. could feel his killing aura. Daru turns pale, but the two girls don't seem to care. They know not the wrath of Mr. Braun. Ignorance is bliss. Anyway, no more experiments today.
Well, at least we got some good data.
And Kurisu hides her mouth with her hand as she yawns.
I'm dead tired and my hair's dried out. I want to take a shower and go sleep.
I sigh and take a boxed lunch out of the convenience store bag. It's cold, so I toss it into the foam wave and set the timer normally.
If you want to take a shower, there's one here. It doesn't have a bath though. Fuckerin always uses it. It's probably filthy.
I'd be lying if I called it clean. The entire building is in shambles.
Anyway, I refuse to use the same shower as Akabe.
Excusez-moi. I already know who this is from. It's from Best Boy Girl? Yeah, let's go with that one.
Kiyama-san? Are you familiar with Garo froggies? They were huge fad last year. We had tons of them at the shrine, so if you like, could you take a few off our hands? Dad brought a whole box home for some reason. Then he said they were for me. I don't know what to do with them. P.S. I was so bewildered I couldn't do any practice swings with Samidare.
I'm never sure what voice to give Lukako. Because he's a guy. Ha 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 ha. He's a guy joke continues. But yeah, he's a very effeminate, so I don't know. I'm gonna go with the response I actually gave in the last video, which was the one about the Garo froggies. Those weird looking frog things that were popular with teenage girls in Shibuya last year, right? If I'm not mistaken, they came out with a wide variety of them. I understand. No one will blame you if you don't use it. Of course, since the three of us stayed up all night, we're all pretty smelly. Given the sweltering heat and the fact that we kept the windows closed all night, I bet this place is smelling pretty rank by now.
That's why I'm going back to my hotel once I finish eating.
Oh shit. Oh, no, shit! Why is auto on? Why was auto on? Now I need to find where the fucking text log is. No. Backlog. Thank Christ. Okay. There's always one of these in these kind of games. Okay. Maybe we're on auto because I've already technically done this. Now whatever. Kurisu slurps her cup noodles indignantly. I bought them at her request. She was raised in America, yet she likes cup noodles? Strange. Celebrity bath time at a high-class hotel? I want to come too.
Not a chance. Mayushi wants to come too!
Okay, I think I can work with that.
You can come anytime, Mayuri-san. Really? Thank you!
Oh good, my box lunch. I take my warm food out of the microwave, take a fresh bottle of Dr. P out of the fridge and join in on lunch.
Hey, Okari! I've been wondering, but why do you drink soda when you eat? To make it taste better?
I don't really see a problem. Me neither.
Same. I didn't give it a second thought.
You're acting weird, Mayuri. It's normal to drink soda while eating. Oh god, is she being affected by the time travel experiments? Is that what's going on? Mayuri's having an episode where suddenly she doesn't drink Coke with food. It's normal. Duh.
No objections. No way! You guys are the weird ones.
Well, I'm a pure Docperian, and Daru loves cola like a typical fat otaku, and Kurisu lives in America, home of soda. I feel like he's calling out everyone there for the fat otaku thing. Not everyone loves Coke. It's very addictive, and not because probably because it became with cocaine back in the day. I admit our opinion is biased. But that doesn't matter right now.
さて、
Now, let's discuss Operation Erd's progress.
この場で、
オペレーションウルドって
Operation Erd?
そういえば昨日は
Oh, right.
女子のせいで
Thanks to a certain assistant! I didn't have time to present the operation's code name yesterday. Heed me! These D-mail experiments are all part of Operation Erd!
実験の成果はあった
The experiments have been fruitful.
She interrupts me again.
D メールについて
At the
少
very
なく
least,
とも
we've
何
learned
が
what
で
we
きる
can
の
do
か
with
が分かった
D-mail.
Kurisu places her empty noodle cup on the table, then retrieves the whiteboard from the development room. While the rest of us eat, she scribbles on the whiteboard, then puts it up against the wall.
とまあこんな感じ
That
補
about
足や
sums
反
it
論
up.
は
Anything to add?
Nothing especially. She summarized the vital parts. Mayuri has her mouth open half open in a blank stare. She clearly doesn't understand.
D メールでは最大で英文
A D-mail can be at most 36 English characters or 18 Japanese characters long. That makes experimentation difficult, so we'll want to improve on that first. Furthermore, each D-mail is split into 12 character segments. If you send 36 characters, you'll get 3 12-character emails. If you try sending more, everything after the 36th character disappears.
でもいつへ送るか
But we figured out how to control when it arrives. That's pretty good, right? Though we can only set it 1 hour increments, we can now control how far back the emails go using the microwave timer.
発見しただけで満足してても
Observation
無意
isn't
味
enough.
原
We
理
need
を
to
突き
find
止
the
めないと
underlying principle.
ここに書い
What
た
I've
の
written here
は
is nothing more
現象
than
として
verified
確認できたも
phenomenon.
のでしかない
原理の究
The
明
underlying principle. You're
確か
right.
にそれが分からなければ
It's not complete time machine until we understand how it works.
6文字かける3しか送れ
What could the reason be for the character limit? Dara and Kurisu remain silent. Suddenly, Mayuri, who's been staring at the ceiling in confusion until now, raises her hand.
あのね
Chicken and bananas become gel chicken and gel bananas, but substitute into gel salt, right?
でも
だから略すなよ
So much gel. According to Mayuri, the refrozen chicken had indeed become jellified when she tried eating it. Kurisu's prediction was right.
And you can send 36 letters in D-mail, but everything past that disappears, right?
文字以上は消えちゃうんだよきっとね
So I figured maybe you can't say big things or a lot of small things.
送れないんじゃないかなあもしかし
Maybe
て
the curved black hole is...
その
it's
カーブラック
curved
ホール
black
ね
hole.
カーブブラ
The
ックホ
curved
ール
black hole.
だから
Curved
カー
black
ブラックホー
hole.
ルブラックホールの穴
The black hole's hole is too tight.
だよ
まゆし今の言葉もう一度よろ
You know, I went off on a rant last time I recorded this about how I know Daru's gonna turn this into a innuendo. It's just too obvious at this point. Mayushi, say that one more time, starting from hole.
穴が
The hole is too tight.
これはけしからん
Outrageous!
言わせているんじゃない
Stop making her say stuff like that! Mayuri is flowers for brains, so she's easy prey for Daru's perversions. It drives me crazy.
穴が
The hole is tight. Huh.
穴が
That
血間
might
違
not
って
be
ないかも
entirely wrong.
おそらくセレンのタイ
Maybe
ム
we
マ
have
シ
the
ンと
same
同じ
problem
原因
Sun
で
has with their time
リフ
machine.
ターの調整がうまく
Since
でき
they
てない
can't
から
fully control the lifter,
完
they
全には
can't make
得
the
意点を裸
singularities
にでき
perfectly
ず
naked, which
そのせ
limits
いで
how
送
much
れ
they
る
can
容量が
send.
限定され
唐揚げやバナナはとも
Anyway,
全角録
6 Japanese or
12
12 English characters comes out to 12 bytes.
容量は12バイトだね
English characters are half width, so they only use 1 byte, but full width Japanese characters use 2.
バイト
Byte?
キロバイトじゃな
Not
くて
kilobytes.
おーっと
Oh,
マキセ氏は
so
メカ
Marcus
に弱い
says she's
タイ
bad
プ
with
の人
computers. Huh. Is that so, assistant?
うるさいな
Shut up!
バイトなんて単位
You
は
don't
最
see
近見
things
ないから
measured in bytes
確認し
nowadays,
た
so
だ
I
け
just wanted to make sure.
By the way, 1 kilobyte is 1024 bytes. 1 byte is 8 bits.
まあ電子メールは
Well, email isn't just comprised of text. There's more to it, like the sender and receiver's email address, the header, various other things.
目安として
So roughly speaking, we can send data in 3 batches of 12 bytes then. By the way, I don't know if using a subject changes anything.
確かに唐揚げやバ
But
ナナ
I'm pretty sure that chicken and bananas have to be larger than 12 bites.
12バイト程度のサイズになるとは思う
How do you measure a banana in bites anyway?
塩は一つ一つ
Obvious joke about how many mouthfuls it takes to eat the damn thing, but whatever. Since each grain of salt is tiny, it's possible they could be converted to less than 12 bites.
質量が大きいと
So large
同
masses
重
get
力に押し
crushed by
つぶされる
supergravity.
っていうこと。
質量ではないかも
Mass might not be the issue here. Data doesn't have mass.
いずれにせよ
In any
得意
case,
点を
since the
裸にできて
singularity
いない
isn't
時点
naked,
で
the
イベン
object
トホライ
is
ゾンを
forced
通
to
過せ
pass
ざる
through
を
the
得ない
event horizon.
そのイベントホライゾ
Inside
ン
the
内で
event
は
horizon, space and
空間と
time
時
switch
間の入れ
places,
替わりの
causing
影
the
響で
subject and that
リング
arrived
上
at the
得
ring
意点に
singularity
到
to
達
reach
した被
ultra
験者
high
は
speed.
超重力により
The data
押しつぶ
crushed
さ
and
れて
destroyed by
破
supergravity
壊
is
され
shot
た
out
デ
of
ー
the
タ
black
が
hole.
ブラ
ゼリーマンの出来
As a jelly man.
でも
But
質
even
量
a
が
small
小
mass
さ
is
け
to
れば
pass through
通り抜けられる
supergravity.
とも思えない
How does it emerge
どっちにし
unscathed?
ろ超
穴がきついのは
If the hole is too tight, then just inject more electrons.
そんな簡単な問
I
題と
don't
は
think it's
思えない
that simple.
セ
I
ルンだ
mean,
っ
I'm
てその
sure
方法
CERN
を
tried
試し
that
たはず
already.
なの
Yet
に
they haven't gotten any
実験
results
開始
after
から
9
9
years
年
of
経っても
experiments.
解決単純に
It's
電
not as
子の
simple
量
as
を増やせ
increasing
ば
the
いい
flow
っ
of
てわけでも
electrons.
ないのよ
I see.
そもそも
CERN is a
セルンでは
lifter,
リ
but
フ
we
ター
don't
があ
know
るけ
what in
ど
the phone wave is
電
filling
話
the
レンジ
same
の場
role,
合
much less how to
そのリ
adjust
フター
it.
に代替するものが何なのかすら
She
分かってない
has a point.
リフターに変わる
We don't know what acts as the lifter,
少なくともその代替
but
物
we do know it has successfully created a path wide enough to send approximately 36 bytes of data through a ring singularity.
可能な道が作られているのは確か
よくわかん
I don't get it!
Mayuri, finished with her chicken, looks at us in confusion.
リング上得意点の入り口である
Think of it like an RPG. The ring singularity, the entrance to the event horizon, is the gate to the Demon Lord's castle.
魔王像
Demon Lord?
Hundreds of soldiers attack the heavily fortified Demon Lord's castle. The soldiers can use the magic called Lifter to force the castle gate open, but they can only keep it open for a moment before it closes. During that moment, only 12 soldiers can break through. The soldiers can only use Lifter magic 3 times. The 36 soldiers who made it through the gate return triumphantly as the heroes who slew the Demon Lord. But the soldiers who were left behind are imprisoned by the Demon Lord's minions. They're taken to the castle's prison cells and turned into slimes. The heroes save them after defeating the Demon Lord, but unfortunately, they go home as slimes.
スライムになって
So the soldiers who wear all the slimes are jelly men?
リーマンな
だが例外も
But there's an exception. The soldiers can combine into a super soldier with the strength and size of 100 ordinary soldiers. The super soldier has the power to defeat the Demon Lord alone, but since his body is too big, he can't pass through the gate, even when it's opened by a lifter. And so, deprived of his magic's effectiveness, the weakened super soldier is seized by the Demon Lord's underlings and sent home in defeat as a giant slime.
なんだその
Combining soldiers? That's just silly.
図体が大きすぎ
It's
て
to illustrate that the object can't be too big.
なるほど
I get it! It's really easy to understand!
そう
It is?
オカリンの例えはともかく
It's a dumb metaphor,
これでゼリー
but
マン
I
の方
guess
が
it
解明でき
works.
たんじゃね
At least it's an explanation for why things get jellified.
全て眉
It's all thanks to Mayuri's hint.
マユシーは
Mayushi was helpful?
だから
だ
Yeah,
いい
great insight, Mayuri.
Yay!
でもまだ
But
仮
it's
説
still
よ
a hypothesis.
それが証
It
明さ
hasn't
れ
been
たわけじゃない
proven.
証明ってどうやん
How
の
would you prove it?
セルの
With human experiments like CERN?
岡部と橋田さんが
If
被験
Okabe
者
and
として志願
Hashida
して
San
くれるな
volunteer
ら
as test subjects, I'd
喜んで実
happily
験してあげるけど
experiment on you.
人体実験って
Human experimentation sounds kinda dirty if you know what I
性
mean.
的な意味でだが断る
But I refuse!
される方よ
I'd rather play the doctor than the
せっかくだ
subject.
からする方を選びたい
右に同じ
Same here. No, not in the same way he's
という
implying.
部分はどう
バカども
Idiots.
Kurisu gives us a cold stare and shrugs her shoulders in exasperation.
何度も言うけど
As I keep saying, the
問
real
題は
problem is what the
あの
phone
電
wave
話レン
uses
ジ
as
の
a
どこに
lifter.
それともう一つ
That and one other thing.
なぜ
How come the discharge phenomenon and jellification only happened at a certain time frame?
わからないことはあるけど
We may not be able to understand everything, but we've perfected the art of demailing. Isn't that our final answer?
Sending mail to the past is amazing, isn't it?
Oh, I guess it's not a real time machine unless we can send people to the past.
それをやろうとして
Even
セ
CERN
ルン
has
ほどの
failed to
研
send
究機関が
humans,
失
though.
敗し続けてい
If
る
what you believe, if you believe what
Titan
Titus says, it won't be another,
完
what,
成まであと
24 years before that's a
24
true
年
time
かかるん
machine?
だっけ
I answer Kurisu's sarcastic question with a nod.
確かに今の俺たちでは
Physical time travel is impossible for us at the moment. We lack the funds and facilities available to CERN.
しかし俺たちはそれでも
And yet we have realized a form of time travel. We've sent data to the
データを過去
past.
へと送ったのだ
この電話レンジは
We should
もっとちゃん
investigate
と
the
検
phone
証
way
するべき
further.
ね
We need to understand what's going on.
D メールを
I have some fun ideas on how to use the D-mail.
気持ちはわかるが今日は
I know how you feel, but we can't today.
もし
If
ま
we
た
shake the
ビルを
building
出したら
again, Mr. Braun is sure to blow a
ミスター
gasket.
ブラウンは最後通告を出されるだろう
I'll raise the rent and kick us out of the lab.
詳細な検証は明
We
日
can start experimenting tomorrow. But this I will declare now.
これだけは宣言させてくれ
I step onto the couch and look at each lab mem in turn.
靴脱がなきゃ
You have to take off your shoes. It's dirty.
本日
Today! What day is it?
今日
8月2日
August 2nd.
2010年
August 2nd, 2010 is a date which will live on in infamy.
なぜなら
For on this day, we, the Future Gadget Laboratory, have developed
タイムマシン
the
開発
first successful time machine in the history of mankind.
人類史上初じゃなくて
It's not the first. CERN beat us.
そもそも開発し
You
たとは
can't
言
even
えな
say
い
we developed it.
偶然
It
使えるよう
happened
に
by
なっただけ
accident.
It seems that my assistant doesn't know the meaning of the word serendipity. Penicillin, X-ray machines, dynamite! All these inventions and more were born from coincidence.
偶然
それはそうだけど
I guess.
でも
But Christian, you said before the time machines don't exist, right? But now you admit they do.
前は言ってたよ今のところ
It's
は
just that I
認め
have
ざ
to
るを
admit
得
it
ない
now.
ってだけ
If we
原
investigate
理
how
を
the
究
phone
明
way
してい
works,
け
it
ば
might turn out to be
もし
something
かし
that
たら
only
タイムマ
seems
シン
like
とは
time
似ても
travel.
似つかないわ
Does nobody have respect for my grand declaration?
人類史上初の
Don't complain if I take all the credit for inventing the first, second, whatever, time machine in human history.
この俺が独り占めしても後で文句を言わないことだな
I normally like to leave Ocarina let do his speech.
今日の第66
The
回
66th Roundtable Conference ends here! Dismissed!
ちょ今の
Wait,
電卓会議
that
だ
was a
ったの
roundtable
知らん
conference?
かった
I didn't know that.
66
And it's
回
even the 66th.
円卓だろうがなんだろう
Guess
が
what kind of
ど
table
うで
it
もい
is.
いわ
Kurisu gets up from a chair and stretches.
帰ってシャワー
I
浴びて
go
寝る
back to my hotel, take a shower, and sleep.
マヨシーは
I usually have to go to work soon.
I'm incredibly tired too. Let's just sleep today. But when I lie down, I find myself unable to sleep. Though part of me is still frightened by the dark secrets we've uncovered, the curiosity and excitement are too much to bear. We built a time machine that can send emails to the past. It's like a dream, but it's real, and it's ours. As I start thinking of ways to use it, my imagination spreads out to infinity, driving the last vestiges of fear from my mind. I'm standing in absolute darkness. How long have I been here? I can't remember. I can't move. I can't feel. I can't see. The world is empty.
何もないんじゃない
No, not empty.
A voice resounds in the blackness, as if whispering in my ear, as if screaming from far away, as if dozens of people around me are speaking at once. Where am I?
ここは
You
イベントホライゾンを
are
超えた
beyond
場
the
所
event horizon,
時間と空間の役
where
割
time
が
and space switch
入れ替わった
places.
場所
Suddenly the darkness is dispelled. An ocean of stars fills the heavens. The sight is breathtakingly beautiful. However, one point in space lacks stars. I notice that point. I stare at that point. My body starts to fall. I'm falling through the sea of stars. No, not falling. I'm being pulled into a rift of utter darkness from which not even light can escape. In an instant, my consciousness has exceeded the speed of light. Stars flash past and vanish from sight. Light itself is but dust in my wake. Logic screams that this cannot be. Nothing can move faster than the speed of light. That would contradict the theory of relativity.
You aren't moving.
That voice again. It comes from behind, overtaking my faster-than-light consciousness. At the same time, it seems to lie in wait at my destination. Why do I hear Christina's voice?
You aren't moving.
Those same words.
Remember what I said. Here, space and time switch places. You can't move through space. But your time is stretching out to eternity.
I accelerate. I can hardly breathe. It feels like something is crushing my body.
1 second for you, an eternity for me. As I observe you from a distance, I see you as a still object.
I fall. I'm pulled to the depths of the dark, or perhaps to the end of the universe. But even beyond the speed of light, I'll never reach it. Am I looping? No, that's not it. Is the end running away from me? That's not it either. Stretching. What is stretching? Space? Me?
Don't look back. Eternity is not infinite. Time stretches toward eternity. Yet it has an end.
Something approaches. It approaches slowly, a stark contrast to the stars flashing past. Is it really approaching? It looks like it's standing still. Its slowness gives that illusion. I don't know what it is, but it is something.
The event horizon.
I try to reach towards it, but my hand won't move.
Don't look back. You will see only yourself, trapped in a second stretched out to eternity.
I'm slowing to a stop, but still I keep falling. The end never comes. An asymptotic? I had trouble pronouncing this word last time. An asymptotic approach to zero. When will this second pass?
Time and space have switched places.
A second stretched out to infinity. 1 second becomes 0.1 seconds. 0.1 seconds becomes 0.01 seconds. 0.01 seconds becomes 0.001 seconds. 0.0001 seconds. 0.00001 seconds. 0.00001 seconds. 0.0000001 seconds. 0.0000001 seconds. 0.0000001 seconds. When will I arrive? Gradually, time shortens. Gradually, my perception of time lengthens. Face
forward. Struggle on.
No matter how close I get, I can never reach.
To the Demon Lord's gate.
Suddenly, her words take on an amused tone. The Demon Lord's gate.
You don't have the key. You can't
城
pry it
門をこ
open.
じ開けられず
I try to shout, but my mouth won't move. I mustn't look back.
魔王の手下に
You will
捕
be
らえら
captured
れ
by the Demon Lord's minions.
Pictures from the Jellyman's report flicker through my brain. My body.
振り返ってはいけない
Don't look back.
I want to look back. I want to go back. I can't look back. I can't go back. I face towards the thing. I face the future of becoming a Jellyman. While frozen for eternity. Roused by a melody, I slowly open my eyes. Who the fuck is texting me at whatever time of day it is? Instead of an ocean of stars, I see the lab's familiar ceiling. Ugh, what a bad dream. Also, just for the record, definitely counting out the zeros on my fingers as I was just going off on that rant, just to make sure I got the right number of zeros. It's bright out. What time is it? My phone is ringing. It says I have mail. This must be what woke me up. I stare blankly at my phone's flickering display. My mind and body feel like lead. I don't want to move. I don't want to think. My phone rings again, signaling another mail. Then instead of checking it, I lie back down on the sofa and... There's a reserved knock on the door. Next comes a muffled voice. I couldn't quite catch what it said, but it sounded like a woman's voice. Don't tell me. Is it the person who's been sending these mails? There's only one person who sends me mails with such frequency. I get up from the sofa, annoyed. I check the clock. It's 9 a.m. I slept for over 15 hours. Can I... Yep. This is, exactly what I figured. She's coming up the stairs. God damn it, Moeka. No wonder I feel so lethargic. I stifle a yawn as I unlock the door. When I open the door, I see Shining Finger, Kiryu Moeka, standing there, looking down at her phone. I was asleep. Her expression doesn't change, but she bows her head slightly. I guess that's her way of saying sorry. I guess I can't just leave her standing there. I reluctantly invite her in, then shut the door and collapse back onto the sofa. I'm still half asleep. I went to the trouble of inviting her in, but Moeka just stands in the corner of the room.
汗びっしょり
You're covered in sweat.
I just had a little test? Just had a little taste of what it's like to be a particle drifting through space. That was one hell of a nightmare. Maybe I'm more shocked by the truth of CERN's experiments than I thought I was. At any rate, I'm still drowsy. My vision's a little blurry too. I can relate to that one. I feel like yawning again. I failed to stifle it this time. Oh god, I wish you wouldn't talk about yawning so freaking often. So you came to see the IBM 5100. Moeka nods. And she starts entering something on her phone. We're face to face. Why is she sending me mail?
You said I could come look at it, remember?
Moeka. True, I did say that. But if you're going to visit someone, don't you usually let them know that beforehand?
I didn't mean to disturb you, but I need to see the IBM 5100.
I can show you, but did you have to come so early? Wait, I get it. Your true intention is to do an article on me, isn't it?
本当の狙いはこの俺の取材だな
Like back when we first met, you took a picture of my face without permission. Since I am the infamous mad scientist Hyoin Kyoma, I am quite the delicious topic. In my dealings with dark powers, I've learned secrets that could topple governments. People would love to get their hands on my knowledge. Of course, that's why I'm being chased by the organization. And that's why I refuse all interviews and photo ops. And now comes this woman, aiming to get me while I'm still half asleep. A dirty trick, but effective. But Moeka doesn't react to my sharp accusation. Am I wrong about her?
Is it okay?
Oh, now she's talking. Too bad I don't understand what she means.
わかるように頼む
Is what okay? I don't miss the way Moeka quickly scans the room.
IBN 5100
Please show me. The IBM 5100.
いいだろう
Fine,
しかし見せるだけだ
but just a look.
そして見たら
After you look, you leave,
それ
okay?
でいいか
I won't sell or lend it to her, no matter what. That machine is crucial to our hacking operation against CERN, the enemy. Moeka bites her lip. She soon nods faintly. I open the curtains to the development room. Off to the side is the cardboard box with the IBM 5100 inside.
その段ボールだ
It's in that cardboard box over there. I point to it by jerking my chin. What the fuck does... I'm like... How do you even gesture like that? I feel like I'm gonna put my chin out of fucking place just by trying. Moeka slowly walks up to the cardboard box, takes a breath and peeks inside. Her eyes instantly light up as she stares at the machine in fascination. Maybe she's not only a male demon, but also a retro PC maniac? Or maybe she's even a pervert with a retro PC fetish. No way. I don't want to live in the same world as perverts at that level. After staring at the IBM 5100 for a few moments, Moeka starts cheerfully typing out a mail. What an annoying woman. I want to take a picture.
無断撮影は禁止
No unauthorized photographs.
どんなカメラ
First, show me the
か
camera
教えて
you're going to use. Unless I place strict restrictions on photography, she might snap my picture while I'm not paying attention. I'm being chased by the organization, so I can't expose my face to the media. Moeka stops moving once I give her my instructions.
ああいい
Place the camera you're going to use on that shelf so I can see it. Okay? No funny business. Moeka silently places her phone on the shelf. But she doesn't let go. She keeps her hand on it.
まさか
That's it?
それか
You're going to use the phone
その
camera?
携帯の内蔵カメラで撮る
Moeka nods, still expressionless. I thought she was doing a magazine article, but if she's using her phone... Something tells me she's not very good at her job. Or maybe she's so nervous about interviewing me she forgot her camera? At any rate, I'm starting to feel sorry for her.
OK だ
Alright, you can take as many pictures as you want, but on one
た
condition.
だし
No
こ
face
の俺の
shots.
顔以
Take a
外
picture of me, I'll have no choice but to silence you.
撮るつもり
I don't want your picture.
うん
Oh. Moeka starts shooting the IBM 5100. She doesn't even glance at the great Hyo and Kyoma. She may act like she doesn't care, but I can tell she's waiting for me to lower my guard. She can't deceive these eyes of mine. A picture of me is worth millions to the right people. Given her stalker-like behavior, it seems safe to assume that I am the true focus of her interest. But I won't be exposed so easily. I feel sorry for her, but I can't let the organization find me. I've been on the run for so long that caution has become habit. Leave no trace of where you've been. Stay vigilant around the clock. That's how you stay alive. I keep my guard up, ready to respond with lethal force should she attempt to take my picture. But 5 minutes later, she's still focused on the IBM 5100. It's like I'm not even in the room. She dares attack my pride. A fearsome opponent indeed. 30 minutes later, Moeka is still taking pictures. The period between shutter sounds has lengthened, but she's still adjusting her angle for every shot. Her expression is completely serious. Come on, it's a computer, not a supermodel. I watch her from the lounge as much as I munch on a breakfast banana. I would prefer to get something from the convenience store, but I didn't want to leave Moeka alone. I know the IBM 5100 is too heavy for her to carry, but still, there's no telling what this fanatic will do if I leave her out of my sight. Suddenly, I get another mail. Borrow the 5100, can I?
ダメだと言っただろ
I already said no. I direct my answer towards the development room.
そもそも
Besides, that thing weighs a ton. You can't carry it by yourself.
あいやいや
Oh, piss, I didn't read it. If you could help me carry it. Wait a minute.
なぜ貸すのが前提に
Why were you assuming I'd lend it to you? I already said I wouldn't.
本当に
Really?
本当だ
Really?
どうしても
No matter what?
どうしてもだ
No matter what. Once again, she does her thing, typing on her phone at high speed. Ugh. Meanie. Did you really have to send me a one-word mail? What a troublesome woman.
いいかよく聞け
Now listen well.
幻のレトロ PC
The Phantom Retro PC, the IBM 5100, has chosen me, Hyoin Kiyoma, as its contractual master.
それが厳然たる
That is the undeniable truth.
神ですら
Not even God can change this decision, for it is the choice of Steins Gate.
そもそも契約において
Besides, I'm only borrowing the IBM 5100's power. When I'm done with it, I'm returning it to its original owner.
元
Who's the original owner? Tell me!
Some of the mails already.
教えることはできんな
I can't tell you.
守秘
I
義
swore a
務
blood
も
oath to maintain secrecy and protect the original owner from whose those who desire the IBM 5100. I mean, anything could happen. Moeka might seduce Luca's dad, for instance, and get him to lend her the IBM 5100. And then I couldn't complain if Moeka took it away. Must avoid that situation at all costs. Of course, I don't think Moeka can seduce anyone with her personality. And since Luca's dad has a wife and kids, I don't think he'd fall easily either.
Tell me where you found it, right?
I'm probably thinking too much. Moeka, meanwhile, is staring at the floor in what I assume is defeat.
俺もそこまで鬼ではない
I'm not without sympathy for your plight.
俺は俺の目的のために
I forged a contract with the IBM 5100 for my own
その
goals.
目的を果たした
After I
後
achieve
なら
those goals, you can negotiate with the
次はお前が
original
契
owner
約
to
できる
form a
ように
contract of your
元
own.
の所有者と交渉してやってもいい
When I return the IBM 5100 to the Yanabayashi Shrine, Ragnarok will be over, and the fate of the world will have already been decided.
そして
When Ragnarok is over,
勝利に終わろう
whether
と
it ends in
敗北に
victory or
終わろうと
defeat, my life as Hyoin Kyomo will be...
いや
No,
今の言葉は
forget what I
忘れて
said. This is no time to be
くれ
thinking about the
そんな先のこと
future.
など
After
今
all,
は
my
考えてい
future
る
is
場合では
already...
ないからな
それ
Anyway,
より場所
where was it?
Jeez, I had some good angst going there. She's just oblivious to the mood.
IBM 5000
The IBM 5100 was at Yanabayashi Shrine. Just then I heard the sound of the door opening. Moeka twitches. I look into the lounge and see Daru wiping the sweat off his brow with a towel as he comes in.
Guten Morgen.
Guten Morgen.
ずいぶん早いな
You sure are early. Ever since university went into summer break, Daru's been coming to the lab in the morning less and less. But then again, he's also been staying up all night more and more.
昨日夕方から寝始
I
め
went
た
to
から
bed early. Woke up at 5 this morning.
あ
Man,
ー
it's hot.
暑い
It's not supposed to be this hot in the morning.
暑さとかありお
Oh.
こ
Oh,
ちら
Okarin.
のエロ
Who's this
セクシーな三次元
sexy
的な
3D
どなたであり
woman?
ますか
ああ紹介しよう
Ah, let me introduce you.
シャイニング
This is Shining Finger. Kiryu Moeka.
シャイニングフィンガー
Shining Finger? Does her hand glow with an awesome power?
うならない
No, but she's definitely an
能
Esper.
力者だ
An Esper? That's stupid.
見ればわかるはずだ
What's your type? You'll
こい
see.
つは間違い
まあいいや
Well, whatever.
桐生氏
Welcome to the lab, Kiryushi. Even though Daru bowed his head, Moeka doesn't so much as look at him. She's now looking down at her phone. Not that she ever really looked away. Daru turns red. What a magnificent ignore skill! You're looking down on me because I'm a fat ass Oda? You're a mainstream woman, aren't you? Moeka. This is my favorite right arm. Super hacker, Daru. Moeka lowers her chin imperceptibly. Is that supposed to be a bow? Her expression hasn't changed at all. Everything Daru says flows cleanly through one ear and out the other. And she was so eager to meet the super hacker before. Hey, Ocarine. Did you do something to her? Like what? We were just taking pictures. Pictures? Pictures? So you're going to blackmail her and force her to be our sex toy? Stop applying eroge logic to a reality. My bad. Daru's jokes aren't helping. Oh, right. I thought of some upgrades we can make to the phone wave. Like what? You know how it's a huge pain in the ass to send email to the past? Yeah. I might have said it's a huge pain in the past. Whatever, I don't know. I want to simplify that process. Oh, and I also want to make it possible to forward the phone wave's dedicated phone. Forward? What do you mean? Right now, you can only send an email to the phone attached to the phone wave, right? That's right. In yesterday's experiments, my phone was attached to the phone wave name subject to change its socket. So my inbox got flooded with emails. That's pretty inconvenient. If we give the phone wave's dedicated phone a forwarding function, we can use it to send emails to anywhere, any number we want. How long will that upgrade take? 2 to 3 hours? That's if you help me, though. Understood. I'll help. Okay. Daru really is reliable. I walk up to him with my hand raised for a high five. But he completely ignores it, sits on the sofa, and begins eating. Damn it, pay attention, Daru! I slowly lower my hand. Whatever. Once the upgrades are complete, we'll gather the lab mems and begin discussing serious D-mail use. It's time to think about the practical applications of sending mail to the past. Another mail?
You said something about sending emails to the past, didn't you? What does that mean? Tell me!
Daru, you idiot! How can you make such a basic mistake? Moeka, whose eyes have never once left her phone, is now staring straight at me. I need to talk my way out of this somehow. She may just be a part-timer, but she's still a journalist of sorts. If she learns that we built the world's first time machine, there's no way we'd be able to keep it under wraps. The organization is sure to find out. I can't let that happen. You misheard us.
No.
Moeka shakes her head.
I know what I heard.
Moeka's pretty persistent. I know that's because of her mail attacks. She won't let me escape so easily. What should I do? In frustration, I put my phone to my ear. It's me. There's a problem. No, not that. Information on number 8 got leaked to a third party. Yeah, I know. I need to do something. Depending on the situation, I may have to silence her. Yeah, I know. I can't let the organization know about this. Steins seems to enjoy sending trouble my way. Don't worry. My seat in hell can wait until Ragnarok is over. Sai Kongru. Put my phone in my pocket and turn back to Moeka.
Who was that?
It doesn't concern you. Moeka looks down and begins typing another mail. The hell does that mean? She didn't include her usual signature. Does that mean she was in a hurry? Her expression didn't change at all, though. Anyway, I disregard the mail's contents and take one step toward Moeka. She makes no attempt to escape. I'm standing between her and the door. Kiryu Moeka, you must swear to protect our secret, or die. Choose now. No time to think it over. No alternatives either. You have learned our secret. Now you must pay the price.
You'll kill me?
Only if you try to go public. Underestimate the mad scientist Hyo and Kiyomiya at your put. Are you at it again, Ocarine? Daru's standing behind me. I turn around in surprise. Kiryushi, was it? Okarine's kinda crazy, so it's okay to ignore him when he talks like this. Can you see what's going on, super hacker? Imbecile! It's because of your careless tongue that she found out the phone weight named something to change into a time machine!
Time machine?
That was pretty careless too. Ugh. This is awful. Everything that could go wrong has. How do I recover? First, I need to silence Moe.
Good morning! Ocarine! Mayushi wants to warm up some chicken before you start the time travel experiments.
And drop to my knees in utter despair. We're finished. It's impossible to talk our way out of this one. Kiryu Moeka. I'll tell you everything. And I have a favor to ask. Tremble, right arm of mine. By the covenant I command thee. Come forth, hellfire of darkest black. Fulfill the desire for ultimate destruction. Ashes to ashes, and dust to dust. Ah! I did not realize this room echoed like that until just now. I pull hard with both my arms, tearing the microwave door free with a terrible screech. The screws were loosened, but it sounds like I might have broken something too. Whatever.
Now I can't warm up any more chicken.
This isn't a microwave anymore. It's a time machine.
That's not fair. Go play a new microwave, Ocarine.
I don't have that kind of money. Besides, this was Daru's idea. Removing the microwave door means we don't have to open it every time we want to send a D-mail. Daru is currently reprogramming the microwave so that it won't stop when the doors open. He's already programmed the forwarding feature. Moeka takes a picture with her phone. I cover the lens with my hand. I told you no pictures!
In commemoration.
Of what? Anyway, no pictures! Moeka complies. I registered her as Lab Mem number 5 just a bit earlier. It was a choice between letting her leak word of the time machine or forcing her to join our group. I reluctantly chose the latter. I've gone soft. The old me would have killed her without a second thought. Moeka is standing right next to me, but my monologue has no effect. Looks like she wants to ask me something. What is it?
Is it really a time machine?
Yes, you'll see. But you can't tell anyone, okay? Moeka nods. Alright, program complete. Kurisu, lying on the sofa, looks up from the technical manual she was reading. She got here about 30 minutes ago.
Let's resume the experiments. But why the manager scold us again?
Don't worry. Yesterday I made this promise to Mr. Braun. I swear we won't shake the building anymore today. In other words, the no shaking promise only applied yesterday. So since today is yesterday's tomorrow, we can shake it all we want.
That doesn't settle anything. Why are you so confident in using mystery to me?
つまりこう言いたい
In other words, Christina, you want me to erase Mr. Braun.
ミスターブ
言っとらんわ。
No.
それに岡部みたいな兵糧
I
が
don't
向
think
か
a
って
win
いっ
like
て
you
も
stand a
あの
chance
店長に
against
は
him.
かなわないでしょ。
He's so muscly.
Unfortunately, it's impossible to experiment without shaking the building. I have no choice but to negotiate with Mr. Braun somehow. The other 4 members look at me in anticipation. Are they planning to sacrifice me?
それがシュタイ
Is
ン
this the choice of Steins Gate? How do I... Trying to think of a way to avoid talking to the manager, I wander over to the window and look outside. Hmm? The street below is mostly empty. A girl is polishing her bicycle in front of the building. A much younger girl is squatting next to her, watching her work. They're alone. I can only see the backs of their heads from here, but I know who they are.
そこのバイト戦士
Hey you! Part-time warrior! When I call her, Suzuha looks left to right while wiping the sweat off her brow before finally looking up here. Sup? The girl beside her also looks up. This cute little girl is Tenyoji Nai, Mr. Braun's only daughter. Looks like she came to play with her father today. I've always wondered how it's possible for such a muscular man to spawn such a cute girl. Nay? I'm gonna flip-flop between the two, except I'm gonna go with Nay from here on out. Nay bows her head while we make eye contact. I return the nod, then call out to Suzuha.
そこで何をしている
What are you doing there?
Can't you tell? I'm polishing my bicycle.
今日はバイトじゃないの
Aren't you working today?
Of course I am. Why else would I be here?
You're polishing your bicycle without even while you're at work? I mean, I guess the store barely has any customers. To put it bluntly, was there even a need for a part-timer?
彼女まだ自転車いじってた。
What, is she still tinkering with that bike of hers?
I can hear Kurisu's sour voice from inside the lab.
さっき私が来た時
She
の
was there
階
when
段
I
の
came
前
in
にいて
glaring at me.
思いっきり睨まれた。
Looks like they're still fighting.
おいバイト戦士
Hey, part-time warrior! Where's Mr. Braun? And who is texting me right now? Oh, it's Lukako. Nice.
There's...
I still don't know what voice to give Lukako. Because I need a permanent voice for Moeka. I could just be like a soft-spoken.
It's like a soft-spoken kind of man.
That's still too Moeka. Maybe I'll have to give Moeka a slightly higher voice.
There are only 2 or 3 boxes in the 3 types in the box. I'll send you a picture. If you want any, please tell me. I'll bring them over. Yes, I did 10 practice swings.
Oh god. Why does this frog remind me of the Dat Boy meme? Just this one in particular. It's like Dat Boy from the waist up without the unicycle. And then there's Dat Boy in variety of colors. And Dat Boy from the land of the rising sun. Oh yeah, I don't get it either. Anyway, thanks for the frogs, Lukako, I guess.
Mr. Braun! Who's that?
1階のジャン
The manager of the junk shop you work at.
ジャンク屋じゃなくて
It's not a
ブ
junk
ラウン
shop.
管
It's a
専門ショ
CRT
ップでしょ。
specialty shop.
My assistant's so picky. Junk shop was just a joke to add a little Hyo and Kyoma spice to the mix.
Oh, so that's what you meant! Daddy's name isn't Mr. Braun.
The little girl diligently corrects me on her father's name. She must not get the joke.
The boss is on a service trip. I don't think he'll be back for a while.
何
What?
本当か
Is that true?
It's true. I wouldn't be slacking off like this otherwise. Now don't tell the boss I said that, okay? And let me ride your bicycle.
It's a blessing from the gods. I give my gratitude to part-time warrior and shift my attention back inside.
聞いた通りだ
You heard her. This must be the choice of Steins Gate.
ミスター・ブラウン
Mr. Braun is currently absent. In other words, we can experiment to our heart's content.
結局根本的解決はまた先送り。
シュタインズゲート
I'm telling you, it's the choice of Steins Gate. Whatever. I want to try out the phone wave second edition version 1.3.
Second detention verse erosion.
That was the wrong voice. Second edition version 1.03. How do we get to 1.03? Enough of your unsophisticated names. The upgraded version shall be known as the Heavenly Merry-Go-Round.
名前なんてどうでもい
Name
いだ
doesn't
ろ
matter. Let's just
いい
start
から
the
実験を
experiment.
The sound of a camera interrupts our quarrel. Moeka has her phone pointed at us. How many times have I told her not to take pictures?
楽しそうだったか
You looked like you were having fun.
Mayuri smiles happily. Dara doesn't react, and Kurisu turns away in a huff.
そんなわけない
Honestly, I'm fed up with
少な
these
くとも
people just
私は
fooling
こ
around.
のサークルのノリに
This assistant is such a tsundere.
誰が積ん
Who
で
are you calling a tsundere?
Oh, Nakaseshi, you know what a tsundere means?
知らないわ
No?
どう見ても知っ
I
ている
think you do. It's written all over your face. Kurisu bites her lip. So she is familiar with otaku culture. I wonder how she got that knowledge while living in America.
早く実験を
Experiment, please.
Moeka's tired of waiting. She's shown great interest in the time machine ever since we told her the truth. Of course, I made her promise never to write an article about it. I threatened to take her phone away if she breaks her oath. And that is actually the worst thing you could do to Moeka. I think at this point. The phone wave, name subject to change, is ready to send a D-mail whenever we are, which is gonna be next episode. Yes, I'm calling it here because it seems like a good place to be. It's also where I called it last time, so hey-o, that's my main reasoning, actually. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this episode of Steins Gate. Hopefully the fact that I had to re-record this hasn't taken anything away from the video. If only some of my reactions were pulled back a bit or no, not done. I really wish I still had the recording of me fucking going off on one like, Daru, stop with the fucking dirty jokes, please. You're corrupting Mayushi, and she is too precious to be corrupted. Anyway, if you like the video in any capacity, give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on whatever you feel like it at this point. As I say, this is a very story-based thing, so I don't know what else there is much to say. I don't know if I trust... not Kurisu. Kiryu. It's too many K's. I don't know if I trust Kiryu. I don't know. Call it a hunch. I don't trust this. I don't trust the silent type. Mainly because I am the silent type out in public, and I don't trust myself. So, there's that. If you want to keep up to date with whenever I post videos, you can subscribe to the channel. In theory, YouTube sends you alerts to when I post videos, but we all know that doesn't happen because YouTube's a dying platform and I really should be doing this on Twitch instead, but who gives a shit? I'm here now. My god, I need more water. Anyway, if you do subscribe, barring the whole YouTube thing, you made me feel good today. You did, so thank you for that. Anyway, thank you all for watching. I've been Nyx, and hopefully this time this video has fucking sound. Laters.